Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I finally got the queen. Her name is Marie Cosgrove. Hello, Marie. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad to be here with you.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here with us. Excuse me, can we record this right here? Butter. Are we recording? Okay. So, Marie, what part of Colorado are you in?
I'm in Avon, Colorado right now.
All right, and you travel everywhere. And I was talking about you. Everybody, I want you to listen to this conversation. I want you to like this page and share it. But I also, because I'm closing out, I'm taking a limited number of people for this new class. I want you to put voice in the comments section. Marie, what I'm doing now is teaching people, and I work with you, and I like for you to tell them how to use their story and their experience to make a difference in other people's lives. Your pain can be your ministry, can be your purpose. And you were at a critical point where you were working for this company. You were the top salesperson. First time you ever had a sales job, single mother of how many children?
Four at the time.
Four at the time. And so what did they tell you as a result of your great performance?
Well, they said I was making too much money and they wanted to put me on salary. And they kind of snuck it up on me because they said, we're really proud of the work you're doing. So they handed me a sheet of paper saying, this is what we're going to pay you. So I thought it was a promotion. I was really excited, but my heart dropped when I saw that they wanted to pay me less than what I was making on commission per month. And I said, I can't afford to do this. I'm a single mom with four kids. Two of my kids had medical conditions at that time that required extensive health care, and it was very expensive. So when I said I can't accept this, I'll stay on the commission structure I'm on now, they said, well, then you can't work for us and we're going to have to let you go. In fact, don't even attend the training session that you have next. We're going to take care of that for the last system you sold. So
Wow.
I went from making a lot of money to zero.
And so, how did you recover from that? There are millions of people going through that right now. Over 40 million Americans who've lost their jobs. There are people who are cringing and are frightful because they're on the verge of being evicted or foreclosed on. So, what did you do? How did you come back?
Well, in life, you can look at tragedies as a triumph or another tragedy that has impacted you. So what I did is I started looking at the opportunities, and I didn't have time to throw a pity party and cry and sit around. And people were telling me, you can sue these people because, they're all male. It's a male dominated industry. You're a minority, you're a woman. You have a clear case. I said, no, I'm not going to sue any. I don't have time for that. I have four kids to support. So I started looking at opportunities and I started asking my doctor clients what products they use most, what would benefit them the most. And something came up that they didn't have. So I developed that product, brought it to market. And then within 2 years, the company that fired me asked me if I would be interested in investing in their company because I did so well with my own company. So that would have never happened if I remained bitter.
Yeah, now wait a minute. So they called you
They
and,
called me.
and asked you, would you be interested in investing in their company?
Yes.
What do they mean by that?
Well, they wanted me to infuse some funds in the organization to bring it back to life because it had basically gone down. And this was about 10 years ago. When I looked at the numbers, the accountant said, look at this year. I mean, the numbers are phenomenal. And I said, yeah, I think I want to buy all of the shares. I don't think I want to just invest. This is a good deal. He says, no, look who made the sales. You did. And I thought, wow, this is a done deal. So after like 6 months of negotiations, I purchased the majority of the shares of the company. And everyone said, you're going to bankrupt yourself. You're going to bankrupt the company. Even behind my back, people were laughing. I had letters from doctors saying, I don't know that we can trust you because you're going to go out of business within 6 months. And I still have those letters and emails. And 10 years later, we're still around.
So you were willing to bet on you.
Yes.
What would
And
you say to people in your situation at that time that have lost their job, single mothers that, and they're saying now that the coronavirus disproportionately impacting women in the workplace? What would you say to them?
I would say look for opportunities. There is a skill set you have. We tend to compare ourselves to others in a bad way, what others have and skill sets they have. And everybody has skill sets. They may not be the same as mine, but their skill sets may not be what I have. And they can bring either an idea, a product, or service to market. There's always a way of doing things. What I always suggest is write down a list of 10 ideas that you have that you think are great ideas. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You don't have to share it with anybody. And if you do this every day, within 30 days, imagine how many new ideas you're going to have. You may even have a patent. In fact, I was talking to a woman who was divorced from her husband because he was very abusive and it was so bad. She found out her husband was in sex trafficking and she had no idea. This is a millionaire. So she had millions of dollars. She never worked a day in her life, single mom with 3 kids. She left that situation, ended up in a women's shelter, and she always took care of her health, watch what she ate. So she started taking care of a woman, just volunteer. And that's what I suggest, volunteer, give your time. If you have time, volunteer time. So she started helping a woman with Alzheimer's, and she helped her tremendously to get her cognition back. So now she's in talks with one of the hospitals that want to buy her program, and they want her to develop it. And this is one of the major hospitals. This is with Yale. And so they're offering her a lot of money for this program. And so it's just a different mindset instead of being bitter, because she had plenty to be bitter of. I mean, the government was coming after her because they thought that she herself was also involved with the human sex trafficking. So she got out of all that. But instead of remaining bitter, she held on to her faith, and she just said, I'm just going to serve. And she was in a woman's shelter. She said, I don't want to be here. Let me see where can I help. And she started just volunteering and found this lady that she could help that was already up in age and had Alzheimer's.
I've been telling people about the fact that I can help them, teach them how to do what I do. You've been, what, how long have we been together now?
Oh, we've been, wow, since 2015, I believe.
Yes.
But
Tell
yeah,
them what the training has been for you, the things that I've taught you. What kind of impact has it had for you in terms of your speaking and telling your story?
well, it's been very impactful. It's been phenomenal. You and I have shared the stage in London with Nick Vujicic and UCLA. We shared the stage, all 3 of us together. That was awesome. And then I did an event for kids, 15,000 students with Nick and I, and that's all because of the training that you provided. So I highly recommend if someone wants to get into speaking and want to help others and inspire, I definitely recommend your program. It has been phenomenal. And I have a surprise for you. I'm going to just spring it up on you. So I have a
Okay.
book. It's called Greater Fortune. It's on Amazon. You can go get it, or you can go get it at Ben Bella Books. If you sign up for Les Brown's program, you get a free book. Now there's a limited quantity, so um, you can send Les a message and copy me at mariecosgrove77 at gmail.com, and I'll make sure that book gets mailed to you for free. So it's called Greater Fortune, and it's published by Ben Bella Books. And Les, you wrote a blurb for it, so did Nick. So I'm really excited to share. It shares goals and lessons on how you can overcome obstacles and tragedies, and based on my experience and a lot of lessons that I learned from Les as well. So sign up for his program. And if you do, I guarantee you're going to go far. And then I look forward to sharing the stage with you too.
Thank you. I tell you what really got me, the fact that your CEO works for you. That just, you to my poetic justice that they called you to invest in the company that they fired you from. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, how did that make you feel?
Well, I didn't think about it at first. It never dawned on me until I was signing the closing documents, and one of the VPs said, no one will ever disrespect you again. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, think about it. You just bought the company that fired you. And I just laughed it off, and I really didn't put much thought to it. So
But had they not done that, some things happen to you, and I talk about this, and some things happen for you. And now, with your voice, now with your story, you're inspiring people, men and women around the world, who hear this story and say, wait a minute, there's more in me. You remember in Lion King, Simba, you are more than that which you've become. Had you not been denied the opportunity to continue to sell, and they fired you because you would not give in and just allow yourself as a single mother of four to receive a salary that was below what you were making, and they felt that you were making too much, even though you were the one that's generating the sales, you would not have discovered this self that you now know. This gave birth to the Marie Cosgrove that we would not have known otherwise. Do you see that like that?
yeah, that is so interesting because you're absolutely right. I was happy being a salesperson. I was, I was happy as can be. I never saw myself as a CEO or saw anything bigger for me. And so you're so right. When tragedy, hits us, there's something bigger that's about to happen, and you need to embrace it and look for the opportunity instead of remaining bitter, because when you remain bitter, that's all you're just looking behind, and you're looking at the tragedy that happened. But I am thankful for that, and we should be thankful for the bad things that happen to us that we think, because it's actually something that can happen to help you grow and help you achieve something bigger and something greater.
Yes, I want those of you that are watching right now, if you want something greater, if you want to do something with your story, how have you been using your story? I want you to put voice in the comment section right now. Put voice in the comment section. We got something special for you. How have you been using your story to impact others? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, and how have you been using your story to impact others? What are some of the experiences that you found that you find heartwarming, or what you've discovered when you talk to people and you tell them their story? What has been the experience of people in the audience? Because you're a very small person. How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet with 2-inch heels.
With a little baby face. So what has been the response to the audience to your story?
Well, at first, when it's really interesting because they see me come up on stage, and I've had people come up to me and say, "Oh, what has she got to say? She's just some little girl," and they're like, then I drop my phone and I'm no longer texting. But I guess it's so heartwarming because I've heard so many people come up to me and tell me that they were ready to end their lives, and they had a mindset change after listening to me speak. And I've been in tears for like days after hearing stories like that I can't believe that my story would touch someone that way. And I also share something that I didn't share that you haven't touched on, but people have come up to me and said, "Yeah, I'm sure your daddy bought you your company." Well, what they don't know is that I'm a product of rape and I was born to a mentally disabled mom. So I had no father. My mother was mentally disabled. And I really consider it a miracle that I'm here today. And I really believe that life is precious. So I know I didn't have a handout. I had nobody to help me get off of my feet. I had to do it on my own. But that also shows that you also have it within you, and you have what it takes to succeed. Everything that you need is inside of you. Unless you preach on this all the time, we know that we are all unique and none of us are the same. So there are skill sets that you have that can help the world and make the world a better place. So within you, you have a skill set that can help serve and transform the world. So don't look at your obstacles of where you came from or what you're lacking, because everything that you need is already within you. It's already inside of you.
Well, listen, I want to thank you so very much. I want you to be a part of my next training. I'm going to call on you now. All right.
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget, you get a free book when you sign up with Les's program. And make sure you email me so we can get that mailed out to you.
All right. Put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section, and I'll get the list to you. And you out there in the cold, thank you so much. You're like, what's the temperature there?
I don't probably like it feels like 35, but I live in Ohio, which it's cold like it is here. So I'm used to it. So for me, 35 is very reasonable. I'm going skiing tomorrow, my 10-year-old and I. So that's exciting. I hope I don't break a leg.
Right.
We'll have fun.
Okay. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate you very much for coming on. All
All
right.
right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye for now.
All right.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
All right. Yes. That's Marie Cosgrove. Boy, she is a powerhouse indeed. Let the record show. Let the record show. She was fired from a company because she refused to go on salary. Single mother of 4 kids. And they said she became the #1 salesperson. You're making too much money here. We want to put you on salary. So she thought it was a promotion. And when she looked at how much she's going to make, she said, wait, I can't survive off this. I want to continue to sell. I've got 4 kids. I'm a single mother. And they fired her. Now, let me pause right here. She could have said, when they said we're going to fire you, she could have said, no, 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 no. Okay, I'm going to cooperate. I'll take less. Something is better than nothing. Put yes in the comment section if you know people that would have said that. Something is better than nothing. I got 4 kids. But when you believe in yourself, when you're willing to take a chance on you, you can know. No, I'm worth better than that. She took a chance on her. And that's why I come on every day, because you don't know how powerful you are. You have no idea. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because I had to take a chance on me. There are people who judge me because of my age, because of the fact that I don't have a college education, I don't have an MBA, a PhD, but I decided, I'm going to take a chance on me. I saw other people telling their story, earning money. I said, I got a story too. And I invested in myself and took a class and hired Mike Williams as my strategist. He wrote the book, The Road to Your Best Stuff, and he led me to my best stuff. Let the record show. Make sure you get that book. You can get the Amazon version, The Road to Your Best Stuff, or the audio track of it and hear his voice. I encourage you to get the audio. And the reason I did it, and a lot of my friends and family members said, you gotta be kidding. Who's gonna pay you to speak? Come on, man. You're a disc jockey. Do what you know. You LB Triple P, Les Brown, your platter playing Papa. You the man about town. Les Brown, come on, man. When you have goals and dreams, when there's something in you, there's a greater work, when there's something in you that you're supposed to do, I want you to write this down. Learn to become unreasonable. Logical, realistic thinking would have said, Les, you've been a disc jockey for years. This is all you know. Go to another city. No, it was not all that I knew. It was all that I bothered to learn. See, most people, the reason why this is not for everybody, because most people are not willing to learn something else. They will say, oh, I don't know how to do that. And that's the end of the story. My dentist, he said to me, wow. He spoke at a medical convention. It didn't go well. He got in his car and he said to himself, I'll never do that again. I spoke at Hartford Missionary Baptist Church. They asked me, Dr. Charles Adams, to say the morning prayer. And I said, thank you all so much for being here this morning. Amen. And sat down. My mind froze. And I got in my car and I looked at the rearview mirror and I said, this will never happen to me again. I'm going to learn how to speak. I'm going to find somebody to teach me how to do this. And I did. Mike Williams, and the rest is history. I'm saying to you, you can do what I do. And I will teach you how to do it. And I didn't have the instruments we have now. Now we've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. Now the majority of money being made from home on the computer. Now corporations have these big empty buildings because they want people to work from home. Now people are afraid of going in a building and being around people for fear they might get the coronavirus. All you have to do is sit in front of your computer that's not asymptomatic, won't sneeze on you, won't cough on you. And I'll teach you how to make money with your story. Put voice in the comments section. What are you waiting on? It is so much fun. I don't like cold weather. I know. I don't like cold weather. I was living in Chicago. It was so cold in Chicago, I saw Superman riding in a cab. And I don't like to be closed in. I like it to be open. And and I like being my own boss. I'm not mentally fit to work for somebody for the rest of my life. And I don't like somebody telling me how much I'm worth. I like making big money, not a little bit of money. People say money won't make you happy. They didn't have any. Whoever said that? Whosoever said that? I remember Sammy Davis Jr. said, I've been rich and I've been broke. And rich is better. I remember what Red Fox said. He said, money can't make you happy, but it can make a hell of a down payment. Oh, behave. Oh, no. Hello. Put voice in the comment section. Put voice in the comment section. Listen, this is the time you want to explore some new opportunities. There's some of you looking for a financial opportunity. Listen, go to Vollara, VOLLARA.com/Les Brown. I bought this box that when people come in your house, it kills the coronavirus in their nose, their nostrils, their mouth, their ears, their clothes. Isn't that a wonderful thing? You can have family members and friends over the house, and when they come in, you don't have to be worried about being infected. Now I can invite my grandchildren over and not be nervous. Once you go and check that out, check out that machine. And it costs you $0 to just become a distributor. But right now, there's some of you that are just like Marie Cosgrove. Your pain is connected to your purpose, losing your job, having the rug snatched out from under you. Your pain is connected to your purpose. I tell the story of being born in an abandoned building in Liberty City with my twin brother. I tell the story of being a foster child and being adopted. I tell the story of being labeled educable, mentally retarded at Douglas Elementary School in Overtown in Miami and put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade and failing in the 8th grade at Booker T. Washington High School. I tell the story of what my mother has meant to me, all that I am and all that I've hoped to be. I owe to my mother. I tell the story. So when I say to you, you can do what I can do and I can train you, I can. Ask Marie Cosgrove. I can. Ask Kevin Bracey, Dwight Pleasure. I can. Stacey N.C. Grant. I can. Put voice in the comment section. It's your time. This is your time. Take advantage of the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity. It's a special time. And I believe that life is built on transformations. We're constantly evolving. And disruptions, stuff's always happening. Murphy's Law, if anything can go wrong, it will in that worst possible moment. And miracles. Miracles. Miracles overcome disruptions and challenges and adversities. The miracles that God will do for you and through you, as you, and you will know in your heart of hearts, it wasn't you. I know I'm here because of God's grace and mercy, and I'm grateful. And I believe that I'm here to help you. It's what I do, and I enjoy it. It's my calling. A job is what you get paid for. A calling is what you're made for. And you love it so much you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. When I come in to speak, as I used to, as I'm in Atlanta, as I used to, did he say used to? They would say, there he is. It's Mamie Brown's boy, Les Brown. He's about to tear this place up. I sure hope he tells that story about how he became a disc jockey. What is that about? You haven't heard it? No. Oh, yeah, he gonna tell you how he became a disc jockey. That brother, I've been listening to him since I was knee-high to a hoppergrass. Oh, yeah, that brother, he's about to tear it up in here. I know y'all heard all these others, but y'all ain't heard him. Look at him now. He must have saw that movie called Kid and Play. He's got a 1980 flat top. You want to do something that allows you to make a difference and have a lot of fun and live your purpose. Put voice in the comment section. Let me work with that story. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, let me share with you. I want you to get pen and paper and show you how I earned my first million. And you're going to do it in a fraction of time because you've got tools that I don't have, that weren't available to me. So let's go. In order to earn $1 million, I'm going to do it the simplest way possible. You need a product that costs, let's say, $10. All right? I want you to write this down. So I had a product, and the product was entitled Live Your Dreams. Now, in order to earn $1 million, you got to sell 100,000 pieces, or 100,000 at that time, cassettes. Okay? So I had Live Your Dreams, Getting Unstuck, Keys to Self-Motivation, and You Gotta Be Hungry. So now I've got $40 worth of product. I put a rubber band around them. Now, how many do I have to sell? Rather than 100,000 units, all I have to sell now is 25,000. Are you with me? Put in the comment section, I'm with you, Les. I'm following you. I'm following you. I'm following you. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. We've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. People don't have to go out and eat in a restaurant. They got a company you can call there, deliver the food you want. They got companies, people don't have to come out the house to go to the grocery store to shop. You can call Whole Foods and they'll get the vitamins and herbs and everything you want and deliver to your house. You're going from brick and mortar to click and order. But I went from city to city. It took me 3 years. And I sold 25,000 units of those cassette tapes with a rubber band around them. And I gave the speeches free. And people, if you're halfway decent, they will buy your products at the back of the room. You don't have to do it like that. I went from city to city. Now, from the comfort of your home, now, when you put voice in the comment section, I'm going to show you how you can make your million on steroids. Now, for a limited number of people today, I'm going to show you how we will partner. I'm looking for partners today. It's about mindset, the skill set, knowing how to make money in the new economy, throwing your net on the other side. I'm just offering this today. All right? Now, I can show you this new technology we got up in here, in the attention economy. Now I'm going to show you how you can do it from home on your computer, how you can make it faster, more money, the comfort of your home, in the safety of your home, and be your own boss. I've got people with me who have skills, teach you how to make, and I love this, money while you sleep. Non-performance income is what we call it in this industry. You realize where we are? This industry where I'm talking to you about speaking and coaching, life coaches, counseling. You realize people talking about the coronavirus, you know how many people having meltdowns? This industry has gone from $70 billion to, within 10 years, over $300 billion. There's an opportunity here. This is not for everybody. But if you have a passion for people, if you like Marie Cosgrove, a single mother, and say, you know what? This salary y'all offering me, I can't take this. I can't live off $7 an hour. I was selling and making 10 times more than this. Well, you're earning too much money for a woman. Oh, well, I'm not earning too much for me. I'm going to take a bet on me. And when you trust God, He opened doors you did not see. She started her own company. Some people took an interest in her, and she sold her way to success. And the company that fired her called her and said, would you like to invest in us? And now the CEO who fired her works for her, and she signs his check. Look at God. Come on, somebody. You put voice in the comment section. She's going to be part of the team of the people that will teach you how you can earn your first million digitally on the internet. This is a new game. This is a new opportunity. Oh, yes. When something shuts down, something else opens up. No, don't underestimate where we are. Make 2020 work for you. Take advantage of 2020. Sometimes when life slaps you down, don't just lay there and look up. Come up with something. Come up with another dream. Come up with another skill. Come up with some new partnerships. Come up with a new idea. Get fired up and hungry and say thank you. And I've not been fired. I'd never discovered this Les Brown. There are people call me from Columbus. They said, boy, if you were here now, if you were on radio now, what's going on in Columbus, Ohio? Woo! Nobody ever spoke on this stuff like you. Yeah, I don't know, it just cut off all by itself. Sometimes the computer has a mind of his own. I ought to gangster slap this computer. Thank you, Butter May. Thank you so much. So, this next class, I've got two experts working with me. We're going to teach you how to hack the miseducation of our children. The school system are not teaching them everything. It's the things they need. That the system is not broken in education. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, teaching and training kids how to be employees. We have to hack it and teach them how to become entrepreneurs. So I've decided people who sign up now, you get $700 worth of self-development materials for your mental resolve. But that's not all. I have two teachers working with me, educators, who are going to teach you how to work with your kids to keep them focused and how our kids can learn more effectively to quadruple their reading and their retention. Why are you doing this, Les? Because you read the news. Our kids are falling behind. Read the news. They weren't prepared for this. Read the news. Wealthy kids, they're fine. But there are a lot of single mothers who need some help, and fathers, and our kids. When we can do something, I don't believe that God has just brought me here just to help those who have get more. But if you're willing to work, if you're willing to invest in yourself, if you're willing to be a part of a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supported relationships, my goal is to have the best program on the planet for you and for your children. Nothing extra. Teach them how to focus. My grandson, Anna, he types 51 words a minute. Hunting Peck, 14. It's a new world. Education has not been upgraded and transformed. This is a new world. There are a lot of kids who are going to be suffering, and most of them look like me, and brown folks, and people who don't have any money. Herein my Father glorified, that ye may bear much fruit. Much fruit. My work is not finished. Join me. I know something. I'm 75 years young. I know something. I can show you how you can create financial independence. I've got numerous examples of people who've done that and are doing that above and beyond Marie Cosgrove that you just saw, who bought the company that fired her. She speaks, and she's going to be training with me. Put voice in the comment section. And if you're looking for an opportunity to make some money, I want you to see this new technology that I bought a month ago. I needed to test it. I need to see, does this work? Vollara. Go there, vollara.com/Les Brown. VOLLARA.com/Les Brown. Got my kids signing up for this, for them to move those machines. And maybe got one you wear around your neck, getting it for all 15 of my grandchildren, so that anybody within 3 to 5 feet of you, it kills the virus. The machine, it kills the virus in your home around 3,000 square feet. But the thing you wear around your neck when your kids go to school and they put it on the desk, they are protected. I knew they were going to come up with something. Too much money. Are you kidding? Money drives all this stuff. How's it possible? 45, the orange man, he gets sick. He don't have to go to the hospital. He out driving around waving at people. His wife gets sick. His son gets sick. They're out waving people. Ben Carson, he spilled the beans. Yes, the president has a cocktail that we got exposed to that everybody else is not exposed to. Herman Cain, out of here, dead. Name never mentioned. Staunch supporter, millionaire, out of here. Gone. All kind of Republicans. Giuliani. Dye hair dripping Giuliani. He's out the hospital. All the politicians, none of them died from it. The wealthy people, none of them died from it. All like it's just like a common cold, no big deal. News reporters, who are the ones dying from it? The ones who ain't got no money. The ones who don't have a hookup. Listen to me. I know a thing or two. I used to be a state legislator. I know there's a lot of money being made behind the scenes. All the shenanigans going on now, that's a distraction. The real money is quiet. The real money is quietly transferring wealth. Masses don't hear about that. That does not make the front lines. Put voice in the comment section. Protect yourself. I can teach you how to do what I do. It's my mission. It's my calling. If you can hear me in your heart, do it. If you don't, keep going. Keep scrolling. Fine. Do what you do. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. Tyrone, I'm ending now. Stop knocking on the window. Tyrone, he's my squirrel friend. He's had the cocktail and he's doing real good. And when he gets wet, he doesn't have any drippings, no dye drippings coming down his face. His hair is real. No, he laughed at Giuliani. Yes, he did. With half bald head. Yeah. Tyrone got a head full of, and he's been spending some really good family time with me, teaching me squirrel to become bilingual, speaking squirrel language. I'm so appreciative that God is so good. What a mighty God we serve. If you wondered how I got here, oh, that's amazing. God's grace. Oh, behave. Put voice in the comment section. I got something for y'all next week. Let the record show. Woo, woo. Marie Cosgrove and I, we're going to do it together.